Hello everyone, welcome to the campus of Quinnipiac University here in New Haven, Connecticut, where we are live for club men's lacrosse action between the New Haven University Chargers and the home team Quinnipiac Bobcats. I'm Caden Strobe, your solo voice today for this club men's lacrosse meeting as the 3 and 4 Bobcats take on the 1 and 2 New Haven Chargers in club lacrosse action. Opening draw now in the main circle, taken away by the Bobcats as they come left to right along their near side and now played into space along that main line. Winning the opening faceoff, Mateo Rhino coming in with 6 total points, 3 goals, 3 assists on the season. One of many stars of this Bobcat offense, as they have moved the ball around very well this season. And that led them to a win against this New Haven team last year as well, and to a 3 and 4 record so far, placing them as the 5th ranked team in the D2 of the NCAA. And now quick shot on goal from the Bobcats as they charged in, with the early save is made by Jayesh in goal for the Chargers. Now Jayesh's first pass is bobbled and misplayed around the midline, taken away by Mark DeJordy, and DeJordy now spinning into space, looking for room to work with. Now he finds it in his teammate Ryan Maher. Maher back and forth with DeJordy, instead gives to Gavin Petrella. Petrella now to the right side of the net. Petrella finds Steinverzel. He directs traffic, pass in front, they score! And the Bobcats strike first as Steinverzel finds Brendan Janis in front for his 3rd goal of the season. It's 1-0 Quinnipiac, a minute and a half in. Steinverzel with an excellent job directing traffic there along the far right side of the net. A quick pass in front through the defense in the middle of the net. And Brendan Janis in the right spot at the right time for, again, his 3rd goal of the season. 6 total point, as you pair that with 3 assists on the year. Running clock now to 13:15 to play in the opening frame. 1-0 Bobcats. Violation on the Bobcats on the ensuing faceoff. Will be Charger ball in that main circle. And taking it into open space for New Haven, Nick Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the early give. This will find Adrian Suarez. And now Suarez to Jason Martinez. Martinez finds Anthony Cavalier. Cavalier now around X as Jake Genovese gets a touch as well. Genovese further around the horn to Suarez. Suarez past the middle, was looking for Cavalier. The pass is knocked down, and the Bobcats have numbers going the other direction. Taking it away with speed and space is Noah Holt. Holt through traffic. Holt streaking in, winds and fires, and it's pushed just wide of Jayesh. Bobcats' closest players to it, though, around X, and bringing it back in for them will be Mark DeJordy. DeJordy up along this near side, fires high on one hop, but it's pulled in by Mark Ludovico. Ludovico to Kawan Aronin. Aronin spins, and Aronin now on a dish out to that left side once more for Maher. Maher returns a favor, pass the middle, a quick shot and sent a little bit high as Maher had Nicholas Rios in front, looking for his 5th goal of the season. Was unable to do just that. And Maher, no stranger to those good feeds in front. A season high and team high 12 assists on the year. Also the team leader in points. 5 goals, 12 assists for him. He'll continue doing that right here. One hop shot, they score. He does get that 13th assist. This time it comes from the stick of Andrew Aronin. And it's 2-0 Quinnipiac as Aronin gets his 1st goal of the season. Maher extends his lead in the assist column, now his 13th of the year. Aronin's 1st total point. And it comes via a goal versus New Haven to give the Bobcats a multi-goal lead early. Off the face-off, it's Quinnipiac possession once more. Still around that main circle are the Bobcats. Now taking it through the main line, John Biondo. Bionin finds Maher. Maher further in, finding space, one-on-one, they score! Maher back-to-back assists. This time it's John Biondo for his 1st goal of the game, and it's 3-0 Quinnipiac in the first 5 minutes. Biondo gets his third goal of the year. Maher now 2 early assists to bring his total to 14. 19 total points for the new solo leader in points for this Bobcat team. We can make a late push to possibly make it to the NCLL tournament. Again, they come in ranked 8th in NCLL D2, 3rd in the New York Metro Conference. New Haven also sharing that conference, ranked 5th. Off the draws, Jack Wayrick. Wayrick trying to get the return feed in front. He could not. It's corralled and fired home as the Bobcats get their 4th goal. Corralling it on one hop was number 29, Jesse Steinverzel, and the Bobcats do go up in front 4-0. A quick correction there on the Steinberger goal is Nicholas Rios, that 5 on the end of the jersey, a little bit bent in. So looking like a line, but no, it is number 5, and it's number 5's 5th goal of the year. 5 goals, 6 assists on the season for Nicholas Rios, and it's quickly 4-0 Quinnipiac in the early going. Through the main line come the Bobcats once more. Another face-off win for Maher, the 2-time assister early. Maher on a pass back to Nick Weber this time. Weber finds Bailey. Bailey back and forth as the Bobcats look for room. Nicholas Migliore shot. They score! Migliore from the main circle, and he gets his first of the season as well. 2 Bobcats on the scoreboard for the first time all year. It's 5-0 QU, 7 minutes in. Migliore gets his first following a good feed in front, left all alone, and firing one just home in the top left corner. .7:45 to play in this first quarter, hovering around that midway point. Yet again, it's Bobcat possession off the draw. Taking it this time, Aiden Hughes. Hughes back and forth with Mateo Rayano. Rayano finds Nicholas Rios along this near side. Rios finds Petrella. Petrella now Brendan Janis, a one-time goal scorer this afternoon. Janis around the horn, now back to X with DeJordy. DeJordy to the top, Ryan Maher, pump fake, now back to the middle, wind-up shot on a hop, pushed wide. And a good attempt there to save by Jayesh, who may have caught a piece of it. Ushered out wide by Mateo Rayano, though. Brought back into play by Janis for the Bobcats, as the white jersey the closest players to it. Bobcats in those home whites, and the New Haven Chargers in their road navy blue with the white numerics and yellow trim. They go around the horn here. Is now getting a touch, Mateo Rayano. Rayano splits the defense, kicks out wide, wind-up shot, they score! Rayano on the assist, it's Ryan Maher with his first goal of the game. 3 early points for number 2. It's his 6th of the season, and the Bobcats now lead 6-0. Rayano add his 4th assist on the year on the strike from Maher to that left side. And again, it's now quickly 6-0 as the Bobcats dominating early. On the tie-up, the ball knocked backward. Great play there by a Bobcat to keep it in play, as it's reeled in by the stick of TJ Greenwood. And the Bobcats will keep possession here as Greenwood makes the play along the main line. Mark DeJordy further around the horn. DeJordy finds Ryan Maher. Maher to Colin Aronin. And Aronin continues that trend on a dish pass to Blanco. Blanco cutting in. Blanco, one-hop shot. He scores! Aaron Blanco for the 3rd time this season finds the back of the net. A brilliant move through the defense and into space. And it's 7-0 QU.
goal, scored by number 48, Aaron Blanco. From the goal, 5:18 in the first quarter. That's Blanco at 5:18.
In the main circle, again, a hard-fought battle here. As the Bobcats trying to pry it loose and find space. Tied up with it is Aiden Hughes for QU, and he pries it away from Nick Rodriguez of the Chargers. Once again, Bobcat ball that dominated time possession in the early goings here in this first quarter. Bobbling it, but recovering it now. Ryan Maher again has those 3 points in this frame, and still 4 minutes and change to play. Maher goes back and forth with Aronin. Aronin fires to Maher in that main circle, who still holds it as we currently stand. Maher now a ground ball pass. Picked off the turf by David Santo. Santo cutting in. Santo a one-hop shot. It's at the top of the iron. Did trickle past the line. What's the ruling? And it looked like it did from our vantage point. It is a good goal for David Santo. His 5th goal of the season and the 8th for the Bobcats in this first quarter. A 6-point on the year for David Santo. 5 goals, 1 assist. And again, it continues to be a Bobcat rout in these first 15 minutes.
Quinnipiac goal, scored by number 26, David Santo. From the goal, 3:53 in the first quarter. That's Santo at 3:53.
On the draw, it's a face-off win for the Chargers, streaking in with it. Dalen Joyce. Joyce on a 2 hops, fires in front. Cavalier took a shot in front, but couldn't corral it in cleanly. And fending it off well, still in net and staying strong there was Kevin Werchansky, as now the ball will trickle out of play along the near sideline. It's deemed out of bounds off the Bobcats, so it'll be New Haven ball heading the other direction. But again, a strong play there by Werchansky to jar the ball loose from the streaking Dalen Joyce. Werchansky coming into this season with a .685 save percentage, so a very strong player in net for the Bobcats. New Haven ball from around the midline. Charging forward is Jake Genovese. Genovese along the near side, trying to get toward the X, but bobbled it and now forced to recover. Genovese around X now. It was again bobbled by his intended target, Adrian Suarez. Suarez, though, corrals it. And tight net covers there at Jack Crutt along the back of the net. Crutt tried to jar the ball loose. He did, but it's out of bounds with the last touch being by Suarez along that near end line. Suarez needing an extra moment here to get situated with his equipment behind the net. Crutt will loft it up along the midline. And now the Bobcats head the other direction. Ryan Maher on a cross midfield pass to Maher. Maher spins. Backhand shot, they score! Maher found Aiden Hughes. Hughes to Mark DeJordy. And the Bobcats now lead 9-0 as DeJordy with a sidearm shot in front makes it that 9-goal lead. Off a tie-up, it's Quinnipiac possession, kind of coming across the midline. It was briefly Bobcat possession, though. Now the Chargers trying to scoop it up. They could not along the near side, and it's deemed Quinnipiac ball. Was looking to scoop it was Benjamin Schreier. Migliore to Aiden Hughes as the Bobcats will resume possession cleanly. Hughes to Sebastian Thomas. And now Thomas directing traffic with possession. Thomas on the dish. As he finds Nicholas Rios. Rios now to this near side. Aiden Hughes pulls it in. Hughes spinning into space. Quick shot blocked down. Didn't quite make it to the net. Now there's where the ball is. It's right into the stick, though, of a Charger. And now Benjamin Schreier takes it the other direction. Schreier making up for the misplay on the faceoff. Now giving the Chargers new life. That life will be blown dead here as the first quarter comes to an end. 9-0 the lead for the Bobcats as they dominate through the first frame. 3 more to come from New Haven. And again, it's a 9-0 lead for the home team. We're back live in Hamden as the Bobcats lead 9-0 over the visiting New Haven Chargers here in this men's club lacrosse game. As the Bobcats are looking to improve to 500 on the season, they come in 3-4, and so far a quarter of the way there to doing so. 9-0 their lead through 15 minutes of play. The next frame of 15 now underway following the face-off win for the team in white with the black numerics and white gold or gold trim around that white jersey. Quinnipiac possession now deep in their offensive zone. Mark DeJordy facilitating the pass as DeJordy finds Mateo Rayano. Rayano to Gavin Petrella. Petrella on a cut in space now spins back and looking for more room and help, and he finds it in the form of Dante Costco. Costco a pass. Open lane. They score! Costco to Ryan Maher, and Maher with a dominant first half so far. 2 goals, 2 assists, and he makes it 10-0. Costco will also earn his first assist on the play, his first point of the season. And Costco now on the board in his own right. Off the tie-up, it's Charger possession as they get their third face-off win of the afternoon. They've been dominated so far in the main circle. Looking to change that momentum here. Now pickpocketed, though, is charging it was Adrian Suarez. Suarez turns it over, and now the Bobcats head the other direction. Now Isaac Campbell takes it for the Chargers as bobbling a play there through the midline was Ryan Maher. Looking at a possible hat-trick goal in this first half, but Maher couldn't corral it cleanly. Now the Chargers through the middle, a wayward pass a little bit high of the intended target, Anthony Cavalier. It's out of bounds along this near side, and it's New Haven going the other direction. Coming up along the near side this time, it'll be the Bobcats as Simon Jabramian. Will be the first player to touch it as he finds Thomas. Thomas, a quick shot, and they score. Sebastian Thomas adds to the Bobcat total with their 11th goal of the year, or the 11th goal of the game, and Thomas's first goal of the season, his first overall point of the season as well, and he makes it 11-0 Quinnipiac. So Jebra Merriam on the good assist there. As streaking forward, as said before, with Sebastian Thomas. Thomas gets credit for the goal, and Jebra Merriam with the good set.
Quinnipiac goal, scored by number 33, Sebastian Thomas. The goal of 33 in the second quarter. That's Thomas at 12:33.
Off the main faceoff, it's Bobcat ball heading the other direction. Faceoff win by Ray Rick, who finds Maher. Maher now kicks it out wide. Now the Bobcats immediately picking up the pace following the faceoff win. As getting in touch was Nicholas Rios. Rios to Aronin. Aronin now passes it back on a one hop to Mark Ludovico. Ludovico to Maher. Maher back around X to Mark DeJordy. DeJordy on a wayward pass was bobbled but corralled by Rios. And now Rios toward Colin Aronin. Aronin spins in space. Aronin trying to push forward. Good coverage by Kai Barrett, though. Shot, they score. Aronin gets past Barrett at the end, and it's 12-0 Bobcats. Two goals on the season now for Aronin. We also have a goalie change to announce here for the Chargers following 9 goals conceded in that opening frame. Jayesh is out of the net as Dalen Joyce will take his place between the pipes. Streaking in following another faceoff win is Wayrick, who wastes no time getting the ball right back. Wayrick to DeJordy around X. DeJordy further up. Now finds Steinverzel. Rios on the give to Maher. Maher moving the ball around. Now finds Bailey. Bailey bobbled it, lost it, pass back to the middle. Has Bailey looking for an assist, but it sails high of Rios. Rios trying to corral the ground ball now. He can't for the moment, and eventually is scooped up and streaking through for New Haven will be Joseph Campbell. Campbell with speed. Campbell looking for help now, driving forward, lost the ball. Out of his own net is the goaltender and Kevin Warchansky, who took a shot as well, as Warchansky and Campbell got tied up and went down together. And a few more words exchanged following the play. There's also a goaltender change to announce here for the Bobcats as Jack Ooligan is in net in favor of Warchansky. So both sides changed goalies following the first half. Jack Ooligan in net for the Bobcats and Dalen Joyce in net for the Chargers. The former goaltender Jayesh for the Chargers now on the field as Jayesh in the offensive zone with his teammate in Suarez with the ball around X. Suarez directing traffic. And now Genovese with possession. Genovese on the give, a one-hop pass that did not quite make it to his target, and Anthony Cavalier. And now the Bobcats with help going the other direction. A wayward pass off a stick of James Van Shaw, It sails a little bit high. Now brought in by DeJordy. A pass to the middle and fended off well by the Charger defense as Miglior didn't get a clean shot off. Bobcats, though, keep possession without forcing a shot. And now Ryan Maher around the main circle. Maher on the give along this near side to David Santo. Santo feeds Keshawn Walker coming off the bench. Walker back to Santo. Santo charges forward, spins back in space, and now gives right back for Walker. Walker tied up, looking for help on a one-hop pass to Maher. Maher scoops, fires, and sails a little bit high. Joyce maybe not getting a piece of it there. It was a little bit high and wide to the left. It'll stay with the Bobcats. As white jerseys all around the area where it went out. Pass back for the middle, and Wayward is cutting through. Was Walker looking for yet another one, but able to crowd that one. A good check there as David Santo laid some contact into a Charger. Possession, though, will stay with the Chargers. It is deemed a little bit too much of contact from Santo. Taking the shot was Joseph Campbell, but he's back to his feet without a hindrance. Charger ball heading the other direction with speed is Suarez, who bobbled it, trying to corral it back. Now he does, and then loses it again. Now Suarez has it cleanly. Suarez along the far side, looking for help, and he'll retreat and give it right back to Genovese. Genovese finds Martinez. Martinez on a stutter step, looking for room to work with. Unable to find any there. Good defense played by the Bobcats. Genovese on the get. As he gets the kick out from Martinez. Genovese cutting in. And a violation now on the Chargers as the Bobcats head the other direction. Jack Ooligan with the ball well out of his own net. Ooligan with plenty of room to work with. He's through the midline. The goaltender, Jack Ooligan, making men miss. Lost the ball, though. Now New Haven has it. The stick knocked loose by Ooligan, who takes a shot following the play. Whistles all sound now as Ooligan was across the midline, looking for room to work with. Had some for a brief moment, and now all play blown dead. Calls a push from behind against the Bobcats. Or maybe not. They'll say a push from behind on New Haven. And the pushed was John Biondo for the Bobcats, who has a goal today. Waiting on the formal announcement here, as the Bobcat coaching staff will have the penalty explained to them here. Five minutes to play and a running clock in this second quarter. 12-0 the score remains in favor of QU. Passes back and forth here between Rios and now Petrella. Petrella cutting in. Gavin Petrella fires and scores. His fourth goal of the season. This one beautiful as he cuts through the defense once more, getting in front of the net, and Petrella makes it 13-0.
Quinnipiac goal scored by number 13, Gavin Petriello. Goal for two. Goal for three in the second quarter. That's Petriello. That's scored 40.
On the faceoff was once again another Bobcat win following the Petrella goal. 13-0 in favor of the home team Bobcats. As taking the faceoff win was Jack Wayrick. He fires along the far sideline this time, awaiting a return feed, which now comes. A stick jarred loose as well. May have been broken there, but picked back up by Wayrick, who lost his stick. And now back up. Looks to be all in one piece, though. Wayrick finds Maher this time, and now he'll sub off. Maher with the flag flying behind him will corral it. Ground ball pass scooped up by Ludovico. And the Bobcats now with time to work with. Subbing on behind Ludovico, Colin Aronin and Andrew Aronin. So both Aronins now on the field as Colin looking to direct traffic. He finds Ludovico. Ludovico to Rios. Rios at X. DeJordy cutting in. He scores. DeJordy on a double pump beats Dalen Joyce. It's 14-0 Quinnipiac. Waiting on the ensuing faceoff this time. 14-0 Bobcats, 2:05 to play in the second quarter. As waiting to sub on Kai Barrett, told though to shuffle off for the moment. Under 2 minutes to play now in this half. 14-0 QU in front. On the tie-up, it's a violation against the Chargers, so it's Bobcat ball heading the other way. Also important to note that the Chargers are a few men down this game on just their bench as a whole, as now subbing on Barrett, coming on late to be the 8th man on the field. Quick shot and they score as Ryan Maher cutting in, gets his first half hat trick, his 5th point of the frame, and it's 15-0 QU. Maher now to the 8-goal mark on the season, 14 assists. As he now takes the lead, or ties the lead, I should say, in that goal mark. He ties Brendan Smith, who's been relatively quiet so far today, although he was one of the 5 players of the week in all of D2 last week, and riding that momentum into a strong offensive showing for the Bobcat unit as a whole with 15 straight goals in this first half. 15-0 QU, 35 seconds ticking to play in this second quarter. On the tie-up is an Aiden Hughes possession. Hughes through the midline, bobbled it, had the ball jarred loose from him. Hughes, though, with 3 navy blue jerseys in the area, will wind up turning the ball over to the Chargers, who return the favor there, as Genovese couldn't bring it in cleanly. Genovese tied up with Benjamin Schreier, and now Schreier has that one pickpocketed from him as well, and the Bobcats will take it away. Aiden Hughes to the midline. Bobbled and lost yet again. Hughes trying to chase it down as the final seconds tick off the clock. And that will be it for this first half of play. 15-0 the lead for the Bobcats through 30 minutes of play. 30 more to come from Hamden as the home team leading by a lot, 15-0. back underway for second half action here in Hamden as the Bobcats leading the visiting New Haven Chargers 15-0 through the first 30 minutes of play. Two 15-minute quarters minute those 30 minutes, but this time it'll be a little bit shorter as two 12-minute frames will come your way now from Hamden on the Quinnipiac lacrosse and soccer field as the club team here at QU looking to improve to 500 on the season. They're coming 3-4 with the 8th ranking in the NCLL Division II standings. They take on the 1-2 New Haven Chargers, who came in 2-6 last season, including a loss to Quinnipiac on the same field. It was 7-5 last year. This one not as close, though, at least for the brief moment that we've seen. It's 15-0 in favor of the home team. As now still a fight for the ball on the main draw. It's taken by the Bobcats. Clock's still yet to start running, though, and we'll see if that brings about a stoppage here from the officials with that still paused clock. Jack Ooligan went out of his own net as that clock now back underway. There will be no stoppage, but Ooligan will retreat back to his net as he lofts the ball up on the near side. And now before subbing off for the Bobcats, Noah Crozet will make sure to deliver the ball directly to the stick of Nicholas Rios and kill some more time. Rios on the give to Brandon Janis. Streaking in, Janis a shot. It hit his own teammate, and it bounces in front as scooping up the ground ball, Jayesh in goal for New Haven. Now Jayesh's pass knocked down as the Chargers trying to fight to keep it out of their offensive zone. And they are unable to do just that as the Bobcats will bring it back into their attacking zone. Gavin Petrella around that main circle. Petrella finds Ryan Maher. Maher on the dish. Brendan Janis scoops it. Janis charges, fires, shot saved, rebound picked up in front, and the Chargers head the other direction. A good strong save by Jayesh, who was relieved of his duties for the second quarter of play, but now back in net for these next 12 minutes, at least as it currently stands. A maybe premature whistle there from the officials. The ball not fully out of play. As chasing after it was Anthony Cavalier as well as a Bobcat in that far corner, that being James Fanshaw. Fanshaw will eventually win that battle as he will bring it back into play. Gavin Petrella along the far sideline. Petrella to Ryan Maher. Maher exchanges fire, and now Petrella fires and scores. Maher returned the favor to Petrella, who is streaking in toward the net. He beat Jayesh to the top left corner, and it's the first goal of this second half to make it 16-0 QU. On the ensuing face-off, it'll be New Haven ball. Chargers will take it into their defensive zone for a brief moment. Dalen Joyce, who was in goal last quarter, now back on the attacking side of things for this Chargers team. Joyce directing traffic. A one-hop pass will find his target in Adrian Suarez. Suarez tried to return the favor and give it to Jake Genovese, but Genovese couldn't bring it in. It's out of bounds along this near side. Bringing it in from that near sideline and through the midline will be Aiden Hughes. Hughes passes to the middle off the stick of his intended target, John Biondo, who recovers and scores. 17-0 Bobcats as the ball, do they say, stayed out now? And they do. So Biondo unable to finish it as it hit both sides of the iron and stayed out. And massive credit there as well to Jayesh, who was able to get on the ball and have situational awareness to clear the area. No goal, the ruling on the field, as it'll be New Haven ball going the other direction. The Chargers now spinning back into space as Jake Genovese corrals it. Genovese couldn't bring it in and says the Bobcats heading the other direction, and now unable to bring it in himself on this near side was the Bobcat Sebastian Thomas. So it'll be a turnover for QU as New Haven with Benjamin Schreier will resume possession. Schreier on the give to Rodriguez. Rodriguez couldn't corral. Rodriguez still fighting for it. Ball is still jarred loose. Hacked at twice. Rodriguez still trying to get on it. He cannot. His teammates in the mix as well. It's Isaac Campbell. And now finally Cavalier pried it loose in that tie-up into his own. And now Cavalier lost it as well. The Bobcats head the other direction with Hughes. Flag down behind the play is Hughes streaking forward. Hughes charges, lost the ball. No clean shot got off. The Bobcats are back on it quickly, though, as Maher turns it up. Maher around X. Corralled in with one hand by Mark DeJordy. DeJordy on a ground ball feed he gives to Rios. Rios in that main circle. Now directs traffic. Rios on 2 hops, so it'll wind up into the stick of Andrew Aronin. Aronin got his first goal of the season today. This also served as his first point of this 2026 campaign. He gives this pass up, though, to Hughes. Or correction, to Colin Aronin. Aronin back to Aronin, who fires a shot, save. As that one was rising up on JS, who was able to get a stick high and block that ball over the top crossbar. So a 1-minute penalty will be called on New Haven now for a slash. That was due to that was what was causing the stoppage here. Isaac Campbell gets called for a slash. So Campbell comes off to this near side. Still be gone for a minute. We'll update you on that penalty clock. Now back and forth passes for the Bobcats. Quick shot, they score. The clock will expire fast now as Nicholas Rios finds his target in front in Gavin Petrella. Petrella has a hat trick of his own for the afternoon, his second goal of these first few minutes of the second half, and it's 17-0 Bobcats. All QU on offense so far, 17-0 in favor of the home team. As the Chargers struggling to get much going offensively, playing shorthanded though with no bench for the vast majority of this game. We'll see if they can make the scoreboard at least look a little bit more appealing before the end of regulation time, which will be shortened today. 2 12-minute quarters making up the second half. Roughly 7 minutes gone in this first set of 12 minutes. 5:20 on the clock in this third quarter, followed by 12 more minutes in the fourth. The Bobcats will face Iona tomorrow on the same field. We'll also have the call here on the Caden Stewart Broadcasting YouTube channel. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Tomorrow afternoon, also 4 p.m., same opening face-off time as today's meeting with New Haven. The Chargers are trying to get on the board here as passes back and forth include looks to Nick Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds Jake Genovese. Genovese coming along the nearest side. Genovese is able to shake off his defender, that being Aaron Blanco. Blanco back to his feet. Wayward pass from Genovese as he tried to find Dalen Joyce in front of the net and is taken away by the Bobcats. Quinnipiac with speed through the midline, and doing so in particular is Aiden Hughes. Hughes to Maher. Maher, Blanco, shot blocked down. Good defense played by Joseph Campbell and friends on New Haven. And now Campbell trying to get a pass for his efforts, and he got the pass to him, couldn't bring it in. They say contact on the Bobcats was the reason why. And it'll be New Haven ball. Charger possession coming the other direction. It's Campbell streaking forward. Campbell tied up, a stick up high. Campbell taken down, lost the ball, whistle sounds. And looks like 2 fouls will be drawn by Campbell in this possession. Campbell pleading his case as he comes back across the midline for New Haven. It'll stay Charger ball as the team in that royal blue will keep it. New Haven possession along the near side. Martinez back and forth. As Martinez finds Genovese, and Genovese back for Rodriguez. Rodriguez returns the favor. Suarez now has it around X. Suarez directing traffic himself. He corrals it. Suarez finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez pressured backward. Rodriguez trying to pull it in. He cannot there. Rodriguez still trying to get around his defenseman. He cannot as Jackson Fornash standing strong. As now forced to retreat is Cavalier of the Chargers as well, as Cavalier now elects to bring it in. He kicks it out wide to Genovese, who fires a shot a little bit wide of the target. Ooligan will have it in a stick, though, as he makes the save. And Ooligan now well out of his own net. Ooligan fires on a hop, connects with his teammate way up the field to Rios. Rios on the give. Krut pulls it in. Krut a shot. Blocked down in front by a Charger. It heads back the other direction. Scooped up by Rios, though, before the streaking Suarez could get there. Now one hop. Rios couldn't corral, but off the stick of Maher as well. Maher will be credited with a turnover as now the Chargers take it. Dalen Joyce pulls it in. A one-hop pass that goes right to DeJordy in front. DeJordy cuts. Wayward pass again to a teammate. That was David Santo. And now New Haven heads the other direction. 90 seconds roughly to play in this third quarter. Through the middle, it's Campbell. Joseph Campbell in space, pressured backward, and now gives it up along this near side as it's pulled in by Noah Holt. Holt on one hop to Cavalier. And now Cavalier couldn't corral as Suarez looking for the return feed. Streaking forward now are the Bobcats. DeJordy sets up Maher. In front they score. DeJordy gets his second assist of the season. Maher his fourth goal of the game. He extends his lead in the points column for this team now to 6 on the day and 23 on the year. 4-goal game to make it 9 on the year. And it's 18-0 Bobcats.
Quinnipiac goal. Scored by number 2, Ryan.
Off the tie-up, it'll be New Haven ball. They send it to the outskirts of that main circle. Final seconds of this third quarter ticking away. Wayward pass, blocked down by a Bobcat. Now Key with an opportunity. Maher on the feed. Maher charges forward, fires a shot at the horn. Did he get it off in time? No goal is the call. Maher just mere milliseconds from his 5th goal of the game. All 5 would have come in the first 3 quarters of play, but the Chargers get away with one in the dying seconds of the third. 12 minutes more to be played in this fourth quarter. 18-0 the Bobcats lead through 42 minutes. About to be underway in New Haven yet again, or in Hamden yet again, pardon me, as the visiting New Haven Chargers taking on the home team Bobcats. We had a shortened third quarter to 12 minutes, and now an even more abbreviated fourth quarter, as we'll have 10 minutes more to play in the final frame. As the captains with a discussion with the referees in between quarters here in Hamden. As the Bobcats won the ensuing faceoff, stepping out of bounds, though near side was Dante Costco, who has an assist today, his lone point of the season. And now it's New Haven ball heading the other direction. With speed is Isaac Campbell. Campbell, a wayward pass, unable to bring it in, was Jake Genovese. And it'll bounce haphazardly out of play along the near side, but this time to the New Haven Charger side of the bench. Ball brought back into play by Gage Graybill of the Bobcats. Graybill finds Jack Ooligan, who remains in net. 3/4 of work following Warchansky's start. Now Quinnipiac possession with John Biondo. Biondo on the give to Andrew Aronin. Aronin returns the favor. Now Ludovico pulls it in. Ludovico into the main circle, kicks it back out on one hop. It's into the stick of Aronin. Aronin in front. A shot blocked down as Costco took it. And blocked down by Charger. Now two misplays there by Suarez. They'll wind up out of play on the far end line. And they'll say Bobcat possession. Unable to pull away with it was Suarez. Pass in front. Sliding save made. A chance at the doorstep for Dante Costco, but he's denied by JS, who makes a strong save. Bobcat faithful disappointed that Costco couldn't get his first goal of the game. JS launched one down the field. Ooligan pulls it in, and the goalkeeper is through the midline. Jack Ooligan launches one forward, and it's over the head again of Dante Costco. Ooligan forced to retreat all the way back to his own net. Costco with the ball now in that far corner. Dante Costco, pass to the middle. Off of the mark as Kashawn Walker was cutting forward. He couldn't bring it in cleanly, though. 7:45 to play in this fourth quarter now. 18-0 the Bobcats in front. It'll be a runaway victory for them. Looking to see what the final score will be exactly, though. Still plenty of time for either side to get on the board further. And now taking a shot to the side was a Charger in the main circle. Jason Martinez is down behind the play as Martinez had hard contact with John Biondo. Martinez back to his feet. He'll walk off. No need for any additional assistance. Biondo is taking a shot hard. 7 minutes and still running to play in this fourth quarter. Martinez, one of only two Chargers to take residence on the bench at the moment. Martinez and Joseph Campbell. Bobcat ball around, Charger ball around next, is Anthony Cavalier with a centering feed a little bit high of Genovese, who's forced to retreat and bring it back in now around the main circle. Genovese is on it. Now to that far side of the field. Genovese streaking in. Genovese in front, a little bit high. Ball still loose on the turf. Both sides fighting for it, and now pried away by a Charger. In space is Benjamin Schreier. Schreier centering feed a little bit high of the target in Kai Barrett, and it'll be out of play on the far sideline. Less than 6 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Bobcat possession along the far side. Jack Ooligan gets the pass. Ooligan's come well out of his own net twice so far today. He's come across the midline each time. He's looking for a third time here and will get it. Ooligan through the midline. Ooligan in space. And Jack Ooligan will be forced back into his net now in a violation against the Bobcats. And the Chargers will be back on possession. Charger ball. Dalen Joyce to the midline. Joyce cuts back and forth. And now retreats back to the main circle. Joyce in a miscommunication there with his teammate and unable to find the cutting Isaac Campbell. Now Campbell trying to bail out the miss as he fight strongly against that far sideline, and he will win possession right back. So Nick Rodriguez now taking the pass. Rodriguez to Jake Genovese. Genovese directing traffic. Genovese, center step, now runs forward. Genovese trying to pull it in. And now centering feed in the middle, wayward, as Joyce again the intended target of the Genovese feed. The ball wound up out of bounds along the far sideline yet again. Chasing after it briefly was Gage Graybill, but to no avail. It'll stay with the Chargers with 4:25 on the clock in regulation time. New Haven ball now. Centering feed again high of the target as it came from the stick of Anthony Cavalier. Chasing it down now on the midline is Dalen Joyce. Joyce able to get around a defender and now work back toward his own net, while unable to do so cleanly as Benjamin Schreier couldn't pull it in either. And it'll be Bobcat ball. Trying again is Dalen Joyce. It's the longest the Chargers have had the ball consecutively, now roughly 2 minutes of possession. Joyce weaves his way in. Joyce now forced to bail out. 4 Bobcats in the area. Quick shot on goal and finds iron. Jack Ooligan with a piece of it. It caught the post as well, and Ooligan able to stay strong and keep the game currently at a shutout. Cavalier trying to change that, though. Cavalier had an opportunity but couldn't corral it cleanly. Cavalier still can't get on it. Ball loose on the turf. The Bobcats on it for a brief moment. They lose it as well. Noah Holt trying to pull away with it. Now he does, and then through the midline. Holt shuffling it forward. John Biondo is on it. Biondo with a pass to the middle, and again bobbled and lost as Johnson in the mix as well, fighting for Walker. Pulls away with it, and now Walker with Dante Costco nearby will go instead to the other direction and find Nicholas Miglior. The Bobcats have been wanting to get Costco on the board all day. He has his lone assist of the season here. Costco an opportunity, bobbled it, couldn't find a shot on goal. And they say he was in the crease as well, so double jeopardy there for Costco. 2:35 to play in the first. Charger ball on the far side, and the ball jarred loose from the stick of David Decker. It'll be out of bounds in that same spot as the midfielder Decker, who's been a little bit quiet today, trying to come across the midline, but unable to do so cleanly. Pass forward for Costco. It's off the post and stayed out. Again, Costco at the doorstep, just unable to finish it. It'll be Charger ball. Great pickpocket move there for the Bobcats. Tied up was Rubano, and now a whistle sounds as Rubano was trying to find a way to get it to Costco. 1:45 to play in the first. 18-0 Bobcats. Some of the Bobcats have made their way over toward the PA table as they're cheering on Costco, looking to see if he can find the back of the net. Two-minute penalty assessed to the Bobcats. This looks like that will be on Rubano for his tie-up with the Charger behind the net. So it's Bobcat ball. Final a minute and change to play in regulation time. 18-0 the score. It'll be a Bobcat dominant victory and still running clock. Back and forth now. Walker finds Costco. Costco locked up. Pass across. Shot pushed wide. Diving forward with a valiant effort was Jay Ash, but to no avail. Taking the shot was Crozet. He'll stay with the Bobcats. New Haven ball this time as the Chargers from around X will charge forward with it. David Decker pulls it in. Decker launching one up, trying to clear the zone for New Haven. Decker tried to find his man in Rodriguez, who had it in his stick for a brief moment. Ooligan came out of his own net again, playing close-knit coverage on Decker, but no matter as Decker couldn't corral it cleanly. Ooligan went to retreat, but it will be a Bobcat possession nonetheless. Pulling in for Quinnipiac will be Jebber Merriam. He finds Ooligan. They're through the midline. Wayward play as now Dalen Joyce couldn't corral it either. Back on it for a brief moment here. A quick pass in front. The shot, they score! And at the horn, it's Jake Braglia. The Bobcats hit 19 on the afternoon, but Braglia will get his first point of the season on a goal in the dying seconds. A 19-0 win for the Bobcats and a celebration for Braglia in front of the net. A buzzer beater goal for him as the Bobcats win in dominating fashion here at home in Hamden by again a final score of 19-0. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon as more cheers from the Bobcat faithful here come for the Braglia goal, pardon me. But with that said, we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon in Hamden for Game 2 of this weekend doubleheader for QU Club Men's Lacrosse. Today they take down New Haven by a final score of 19-0. Tomorrow it'll be the Iona Gales coming to town, and we'll see if they can keep this game a little bit closer in Game 2 of the weekend doubleheader. I'm Caden Stewart signing off. Thank you all for listening to this first ever broadcast of QU Men's Lacrosse, at least QU Men's Club Lacrosse, on the Caden Stewart Broadcasting YouTube channel. We'll be sure to have the final game of the regular season here in the same spot for you tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Be sure to come back for that. We'll see you guys then. Thank you all for listening. I'm Caden Stewart signing off.